Hi, good morning all of you. Today we are going to continue the same chapter, continuity and differentiability. And in the last class we were discussing what is continuous functions. Okay. So one function is given f of x equal to ax plus 1 if x less than or equal to 3 and f of x equal to bx plus 3 if x greater than 3. We need to find a relationship between a and b, and it is given it is continuous at x equal to 3. Okay. So it is given it is continuous at x equal to 3, that means left limit and the right limit at x equal to 3 are same. So we can write left hand limit, it is equal to limit x tends to 3 minus f of x, and what is coming 3 is left side, the function is defined ax plus 1. So we can write limit x tends to 3 minus ax plus 1. So it is equal to 3a plus 1. Putting x equal to 3, we are getting 3a plus 1 is the left hand limit. And the same way right hand limit RHL is equal to limit x tends to 3 f of x. What is f of x at x equal to at 3's right side, that means x tends to 3 plus 3's right side, it is defined as bx plus 3. So it is coming bx plus 3. So we are getting limit, we can find the value limit. So it is equal to 3b plus 3 is the right limit. And here it is given it is continuous, so left limit and the right limit are equal. So we can write 3a plus 1 is equal to 3b plus 3. So 3a equal to 3b plus 3 minus 1, plus 1 is going to that side, so it will become plus 2. So we are getting a equal to 3b by, means 3 is coming down, so it is equal to b plus 2 by 3. So we made a relationship between a and b. Okay. Then another question. One function f of x is equal to x square plus sin x plus 5. We need to check the continuity of this function. How can you give the explanation whether it is continuous or not? See, we studied in the last class, if f of x and g of x are continuous, then f of x plus g of x is also a continuous function. Here x square is a polynomial, so it is a continuous function, and we know sin x is the function which is continuous, and 5 it is a constant function, it is continuous. So what about their sum? Their sum will be continuous. So you can write here x square is continuous, sin x is continuous, 5 is continuous. Therefore x square plus sin x plus 5 is also continuous. Then another one question. Find all the points of discontinuity of the function. F of x equal to sin x by x if x less than 0, x plus 1 if x greater than or equal to 0. So at see sin x by x, when x less than 0, sin x by x, and f of x equal to x plus 1 if x greater than or equal to 0, it is given that function. So where we will check that continuity, actually we need to get the discontinuous points. So this function is continuous everywhere in the left side of x equal to 0, and x plus 1 also continuous everywhere in the right side of x equal to 0. So we need to check at 0 what is the situation. Okay. So we can find the left hand limit. How will we check whether it is continuous? We will find the left limit, right limit, and the function value. If 3 are equal, we can say that function is continuous at that point. So LHL is equal to limit x tends to 0 minus f of x. What is f of x here? Sin x by x. And you studied limit x tends to 0, sin x by x is equal to 1. Standard result we studied last year. Then right hand limit RHL is equal to limit x tends to 0 plus 0's right side. How the function is defined at 0's right side? It is defined x plus 1. So substituting x equal to 0 here, 0 plus 1, 1. We got LHL and RHL are equal. And then we can find the function value at x equal to 0, that means f of 0. Where the function value, so for x equal to 0, function is defined x plus 1. So it will come 0 plus 1, it is equal to 1. So we got left limit, right limit and the function values are equal. So this function is continuous at every point. Okay. Then another question. One function is given like this, f of x equal to kx plus 1 if x less than or equal to pi and cos x if x greater than pi. It is continuous at x equal to pi. Question is given like this, f of x equal to like this defined and it is continuous at x equal to pi. We need to find the value of k. Since it is continuous, limit value and the function value are equal. So either left limit or right limit we can calculate because both are equal. So left limit L or right limit RHL. What is right limit? See, right side of pi it is cos x. So we need to write limit x tends to pi plus cos x. So what is cos pi? Minus 1. And the function value f of pi. F of pi means x equal to pi, the function is defined kx plus 1. So k into pi plus 1. Okay. So it is equal. Then see, since it is continuous we can write k pi plus 1 is equal to minus 1. So that means f of pi equal to limit value. So k into pi plus 1 is equal to minus 1. So k pi is equal to minus 2. So k is equal to minus 2 by pi. Okay. Like this we can find the value of k. Very important question. Means finding the values of k. Another one question. F of x is equal to kx square if x greater than or equal to 2, 3x if x less than 2 and it is given it is continuous at x equal to 2. We need to find the value of k. Same type question which we discussed before. So we can find the limit value and the function value and we can equate them to find the value of k. So we can find the right limit here. Right limit or left limit you can find. I am finding the right limit. Right hand limit is equal to, see why I am taking right limit here. See at function value we will get kx square from here. So at x less than 2, left limit we can take because it is given at x less than 2. So left limit is equal to limit x tends to 2 minus f of x, that is 3 into 2 will come. So we will get it as 6. Okay, you can write that step, I just removed that step. What you will write? Limit x tends to 2 minus 3x. So 3 into 2 we will get 6. And the right hand limit also will come 6 itself. And the function value at x equal to 2, that means f of 2 equal to k into 2 square, that is 4. So we are getting 4k equal to 6. So k equal to 6 by 4 equal to 3 by 2. So we got the value of k equal to 3 by 2. Okay. So like this many questions are there in your textbook. You need to do all the questions finding the value of k. If it is given, it is this function is continuous at a given point. Clear? Then next. One function is given, f of x is equal to mod x minus mod x plus 1. check the continuity of this function. How can we give the answer? See, mod x is some g of x and mod of x plus 1 some h of x, and we know mod x is continuous function. So, mod x plus 1 also continuous function, and the algebra of continuity says if g of x and h of x are continuous, g of x minus h of x is also continuous. So, mod x minus mod x plus 1 is continuous. Like that you can give the answer. How you will write? Mod x is continuous and mod x minus x plus 1 also continuous. So, two functions, their difference also will be continuous. Okay. One more question for finding the value of k. F of x is equal to kx plus 1 if x less than or equal to 5, 3x minus 5 if x greater than 5, and it is given it is continuous at x equal to 5, because at 5 only there is a break for the function. That is why at 5 it is given continuous, other all points it is already continuous. Okay, we have confusion only whether it is continuous at x equal to 5, and the question it is given it is continuous at x equal to 5. So, we are finding the right hand limit. Right hand limit we will get limit extends to 5 minus f of x, that is 3x minus 5. So, we are getting 3 into 5 minus 5, so it is equal to 10. And the function value f of 5 is equal to k into 5 plus 1. So, we can equate them. So, 5k plus 1 is equal to 10. So, 5k equal to 9, k equal to 9 by 5. Clear? Next we are going to discuss what is differentiability of a function. One function y equal to f of x. Last year we studied the derivative of a function. Y equal to f of x is the function, and we will call this x is the independent variable and y is the dependent variable. And what we studied derivative of f of x, derivative of y, that means dy by dx, what was? Instantaneous rate of change of y with respect to x, isn't it? That means instantaneous rate of change of dependent variable with respect to independent variable. Or we use this notation f dash of x also, y dash, like this we use the notations. And what was the definition for f dash of x according to first principle? F dash of x equal to limit x h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. That means derivative at any point. And derivative at x equal to a. Suppose we are taking a point at x equal to a. What is derivative of x equal to a? Means f dash of a, that is equal to limit x tends to a, f of x minus f of a divided by x minus a. So, this is the definition for f dash of x. This is for any point, this is for a particular point x equal to a. What was its geometrical meaning? One point a, and here the graph is coming f of a, x, f of x. Okay. Then when x tends to a, f of x tends to f of a. So, what will come? F of x minus f of a by x minus a. See this line means the secant of this line, isn't it? When f of x, see actually f of x minus f of a divided by x minus a is the slope of this line, correct now? So, when x tends to a, what will happen for the secant? The secant converges to the tangent at x equal to a, correct now? So when this limit exists, see, its left limit and the right limit should be equal, correct now? That means limit x tends to a minus f of x minus f of a divided by x minus a, and the right limit should exist. That means limit x tends to a plus f of x minus f of a divided by x minus a. That means this x may come from the left side or from the right side. So when it comes from the left side, left limit, it should exist, and the right limit also should exist, and they should be equal. Then we will call this function's limit exist, isn't it? And see, since it is derivative, we will call it as its derivative, its limit. This function is derivative of a function f of x at x equal to a. So we will call it as left derivative of the function, and this one we will call it as right derivative. Okay, f dash of a is the derivative, so it's left derivative and the right derivative. So then if we are getting left derivative and the right derivative are equal, we will call this function is differentiable at x equal to a. Okay, and see, what about this function? Suppose it is a differentiable function, and what about this continuity of this function? See, since it is differentiable, this function is continuous function only we can do differentiable, because this limit should exist now. Then is all continuous function, can we call it as its differentiable function? Let us check one example. Consider the function f of x is equal to mod x, and what is the left derivative? Limit x tends to 0 minus, at 0 only this function is having a change, so at 0 we are checking. Limit x tends to 0 minus f of x minus f of 0 divided by x minus 0. So it will come limit x tends to 0 minus f of x is mod x minus f of 0 is 0 divided by x, and 0's left side the function mod x is defined as minus x. So it is equal to limit x tends to 0 minus x by x. According to the definition of mod x, left side of 0 it is minus x. So this is equal to minus 1. And what about this is left derivative? Left derivative f dash of 0 we are calculating. And the right derivative of this function, it's equal to limit x tends to 0 plus mod x by f of x means mod x minus, see here we did mod x by x. So mod x is according to the definition 0's right side mod x equal to x. So we are getting x by x, so we are getting it as 1. See here the left derivative and the right derivative are different. But we know this function mod x is continuous function. So what conclusion we can have? All continuous functions need not be differentiable, but all differentiable functions are continuous. Okay. So this function is continuous but not differentiable. But every differentiable function, it should be continuous. Continuous function only we can check whether it is differentiable or not. Then what is the geometrical meaning of this one? See, the graph of mod x is this one at 0. When x tends to 0 minus, see this is the tangent of this line. 0's left side tangent is y equal to minus x. And 0's right side means right limit, means we are getting it as this one. See, 0's right side, this is the tangent. And at 0, no tangent, isn't it? So this function means at this peak edges, this function is not differentiable, but this function is continuous. That we know already. So at this, since this function is like this one, peak edge is coming now, that's why at that point this function is not differentiable, because we are not getting a tangent for this one. Okay. So that much only about differentiability we are discussing today. Differentiability we can discuss more in the next class. So today you do the balance question from the previous exercise, that means continuities portions, that balance question you have to complete. Okay, thank you.